Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Yeah. What is going on, guys? As we're here on In Hindsight, but actually, this is going to be an episode of Who Are These Guys? As we'll wait till maybe a couple of you guys, if I see you guys popping in or not. Jared Devil, what's up, man? I know you made a comment. 6 o'clock, not sure if you're back in here or not. But as you can tell, guys, by the thumbnail, we are going to be having an episode here. Afton, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Right in the chat. As you can tell by the thumbnail, Z is going to be making an appearance here on this show for the first time that he's going to be on this channel. And Jared Devil, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. George, what's up? Good to see you in the chat, man. Thank you guys for hopping in right away. Hopefully the thumbnail is intriguing to you guys because Z is going to be joining me here in just a matter of moments, and we're going to be giving our very own NFL mock draft for the first round, all 32 teams, and we are going to be discussing that. But as well, to start, Z is, as you guys know, he's a Ravens fan, but aside from the Ravens, he's a Arizona sports fan. Z and I, as you don't know, when I was little, we moved away here from the Pittsburgh area and moved out to Arizona, and I lived in Arizona for about 16 years of my 26 years. And Z, pretty much the same. Like he was pretty much lived out there, maybe a little bit longer than I have. So he is a big Arizona sports fan as well, aside from the Baltimore Ravens. So the Suns, the Diamondbacks, Coyotes. So he's gonna when he comes in, he's gonna start us off hot, guys. Where we're gonna start off pretty hot here. He is going to give you guys a rant just to really get off everything he needs on his chest about the potential move of the Arizona Coyotes to the Salt Lake City, Utah area, because that has been making the rounds as of this evening. So before we get started on our mock draft, he's going to, even if not a hockey fan, it doesn't matter. He needs to get everything off his chest. He needs to say what needs to be said. As a Coyotes fan, he has a platform here or on our other channel to get that off. So since things are kind of going on right now, since things are going on right now and it's kind of a hot topic, he wants to come on here as we're live and just say what needs to be said. Like I said, you guys don't need to know hockey. You guys don't need to follow hockey. Not that like Z isn't like a huge hockey advocate himself, but as somebody who has supported the Coyotes for a long period of time, he's just going to say something needs to be said. So the floor is going to be his once he joins us here. But other than that, we are going to have a full episode of our first round of the 2024 NFL mock draft. So it's good to see everybody here in the chat, in the stream. Jeremiah, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. So thank you guys for your support. As we give our mock drafts, you guys also can put out your picks as well as we go through each team. Your thoughts maybe on the draft, everything else in between. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring on our guest from Who Are These Guys? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Zachary Hutchings. Live on stream, everybody. Live on stream, dude. Wow. I was not expecting that.
You know, and I was really trying to find. I can't even rip this part. All right, just forget about
it. That is getting clipped. That is getting clipped.
I was really trying to find like a clown nose, and I was gonna try to put it right there. Right. Because today is an emotional day. First of all, it's good to be here. All of those people in the chat that have said many things for a year, and I know exactly who every single one of you are. And there's no more hiding from it. There's no more hiding from it. Then, so
no, there's not.
It's good to see everybody. It's good to be here.
Yep. We appreciate you being here, Z. Thank you for being here your first time. quick, Z and I are going to make an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. The 25th is the first round of the NFL draft. Z and I will be live. Z and I will be having an NFL draft party night 1, April 25th, right here on YouTube.
Yeah, draft party.
You guys are more than welcome to join the draft party.
Draft party. I'm not sure if that's how we refer to it as, but that's fine. So. Draft party live reactions. I mean, I mean, to this day, guys. I mean, I've never seen a reaction like when. What year was it when when you were over my apartment and the studio drafted somebody and you sat on the couch silent more than anybody I've ever known in my life? What year was that? Who did they draft?
I that was.
I think it was Shazier. I think it was Shazier. No, maybe
it might have been. I think it was. I think it was. As great as Shazier turned out to be, I did not want him. I wanted Darqueze Dennard in the corner.
Dennard.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh my God.
That was bad. No, there's a reason why I'm not a scout. Jeremiah, real quick, looking forward for the draft. Will you be at training camp in Latrobe? I don't know, Jeremiah. I didn't go last year. I went the year before, so we'll see. Maybe since we actually have a new quarterback room.
Ladies man Shazier. I've never heard that reference in my life.
Mostly it's because he cheated on his wife. So
that sounds right. I could be ladies man if you can't walk. So okay, we'll keep moving from there.
Yep. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for being here, for welcoming Z to the show. Z is, like I said, this is his first time on our channel. As you guys know him from Who Are These Guys? If you guys have not followed Who Are These Guys from YouTube, just look that name up. It should pop up for you. We try to upload on there at least once a week. But we decided we're going to go live for this. We're going to be going live for the draft. So figured Z could get acclimated here with the live stream and how we do things here. So,
right.
But like I said, Z, the floor right now, the floor is yours to say whatever you want to say. As we had the intro from you that I was not expecting, but like I said, will be clipped. So the stage is yours. The floor is yours. Whatever needs to be said, whatever you want to say before we get into the nitty gritty of everything, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, and I've had many, and I mean many thoughts go through my head. And I'm going to say if things get, if some profanity comes out, I'm sorry. Okay. In case you guys don't know, and nobody does know, because let me start off with, because nobody cares. Because nobody cares. And about the Arizona Coyotes officially, well, not officially, but they're going to move to Utah. Yeah. Ed's never been a Coyotes fan, but yeah, Ed's never been a Coyotes fan. I grew up my whole life watching the Coyotes. I went to multiple games with my dad, multiple games with my friends, with my sister, everything. Hockey's never been a big thing in Arizona, and quite honestly, it never will. And I don't even know where to begin on all this news that has been released from the Arizona Coyotes. I don't even know where to begin. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about the Arizona Coyotes when I'm the only person probably in the world that supports them. Okay. But here's what I will say.
You and the 2,000 others that show up to their games.
Here's what I will say, just to start it off with. Imagine all these Steeler fans in the chat. Imagine if, as a fan, you were lied to, you were not cared about, and quite frankly, you just didn't matter. For many, many years, just lied to about the team staying in Phoenix, the team staying in Glendale, the team staying in Mesa. Well, guess what? Nobody wants you. Not one single county in that city wants you. For Christ's sake, you can't even sell out a college arena. You play at ASU Stadium, and you can't even sell out a college arena.
It seats about what, 3,000-4,000?
And if even that.
If that.
And I'm going to try to keep my composure during this because it's my first time on. People are seeing me live. I don't want them to think I have that kind of impression.
It's an open forum, Z.
Yeah, it is. But, and at this point, I'm very close to officially announce that I might just defan myself from the franchise.
That's a big step right there.
Ripping those foam fingers. I don't have any jerseys. If I did, they'd be burned. Okay. because for years I've been lied to by the owner, and most importantly, I've been lied to by their social media team. Their social media team goes on their Twitter today to say how they're going to try to keep hockey in Phoenix. Just stop lying. Just stop lying. There's no reason. There is no reason to keep saying this to the fans that we're going to keep trying when not one county in the state of Arizona wants you. Not one county. You're posting things on Twitter. You're trying to be funny. Oh, you're making fun of teams on Twitter like the Red Wings and the Penguins and the Capitals when you beat them. And I don't care how funny the admin thinks they are. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go on the Coyotes Twitter page and just look at it. And looking at their Twitter page will instantly want to make you just defan yourself.
Have you unfollowed the account?
And I've unfollowed it probably 3 years ago.
Oh man.
They don't care. They mock their fans. They're posting things on Twitter laughing about it, saying that they're still trying, but nobody wants it. You announced this 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm not going to go through each stage on what happened throughout the years and why they just never became popular. The Coyotes came to the desert in '96. They made the playoffs a few times. They made it deep in the playoffs. But it just at the end of the day, hockey never succeeded in the desert. It was never meant to be in the desert. And quite honestly, it should never even come back.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I can't fathom sitting here on an ownership and an admin team that photoshops pictures to make it look like their stadium is full. Because you can't put 5,000 people unless somebody that is a popular NHL team comes to town. That's the only way you sell out.
Right.
But if you're playing Anaheim and you're playing San Jose, you're photoshopping pictures to make your stadium look full. You're trying to come up with a plan to build a stadium, to build an arena in Scottsdale, and telling your fans it's going to be built, or telling your fans it's going to be in Tempe, or telling your fans it's going to be in Glendale. And none of it is going to happen. None of it. I'm done. I'm done supporting them. I'm also simply just done hoping they stay in Arizona. Which
well, see, this is pretty big declaration from you. So, would you say on this day, April 10th of 2024, you're officially revoking your Coyote fandom?
I'm not going to go that far yet, but it's close. I don't care. I don't care. And at the end of the day, here's gonna be my conclusion on it. At the end of the day, I hope this idiotic ownership and this worthless admin team, I hope you get moved to fucking Slovakia. and I hope you stay over there. Because just move somewhere else. Move somewhere else. Nobody wants you. Arizona doesn't want you. Nobody.
Right.
You know that meme where like Adam Silver's like, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
No.
Yeah. Well, have a move in Utah, and good luck learning Mormon.
You're not wrong.
So I'm done, and I'm done with that franchise. I'm done having hope. I don't care even if they stay and if they never win in my lifetime. I just don't care. I don't know how you even post this on Twitter saying you have some plan in Scottsdale to build an arena. They don't even want you there. The people that live there don't even want you there. So stop lying and just move somewhere else. We don't care about you guys anymore.
Yep.
Go give another team to New York. Go move into Canada. and what's a shame, man, is there's a lot of players on that team that I do enjoy and I've watched for years. And Clayton Keller and so many others. And it sucks for them. I'm sure it sucks for them. I'm sure they don't like this either. So I'm not blaming the players.
Oh, of course not. It's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault at all.
No,
I'm sure this is hard. I'm sure this is more harder on them than anybody else.
yeah.
But again,
Well,
why this is not going to be talked about, N, is because, like I said at the beginning, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
well, that's true. Nobody does care. Honestly, how many Coyote fans are you going to stumble across?
And
Even
I'm
if
gonna
you're in Arizona, how many Coyote fans are you going to stumble across?
none,
Probably not a lot.
waste
Yeah.
of money. What
Yeah.
waste of $100 me going to see them in Tampa this year.
Yeah, it was.
And when I
And
was there, it
that's
was
probably
me
the
and
last
two.
time you see him.
That's fine. That's fine. So, and what I will officially stand on this day is that I don't think there's any debate that officially in all major sport leagues, including Europe and whatever other professional leagues you can sit around the world, I'm going to say the Coyotes are the most pathetic and embarrassing sports franchise that is out there.
It's fair to say. It's fair to
And
say. I definitely think that they're easily, arguably, the worst sports franchise to ever lay foot in the sports world.
I'm just gonna end on that, dude. I don't care about it anymore. I'm done with the franchise. I'm pretty much done. I'm just done being a fan.
Yeah.
Which sucks because, I'm sure that's what not the NHL wanted, because fans in the desert now are just not going to care for hockey. So,
No, they're not.
that's what the Coyotes caused. That they lied to us. Admin team, go fuck yourself. Management team, burn in hell. Okay. Just, you guys lied to us for years, and now you're moving away. And quite honestly, like I said, I hope you move to Slovakia. I hope you move to Russia, and I hope you just never come back. See you later. I'm done. And me ripping up that foam finger, I wish I could rip it up more, guys. Believe me.
It was definitely a way to start the show. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Z is officially over the Coyotes. He's not officially going to put both feet in over the line of 100% revoking his fandom, but he's about 80% out, 20% in. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Oh, let me be a fan of a hockey team in Salt Lake City.
Right. So are they going to stay the Coyotes?
I don't know, and
the Salt Lake City Coyotes.
Awful.
That's terrible. But
oh my God.
Really, the ownership and management, it's nobody to blame but themselves. It's a disaster. They've been a disaster for a long period of time. They have not put money into the organization. They have not put any work in terms of their player development.
Yep.
Over the last 15 years. Never forget from 2012 all the way to 2019, Z saying this is the year, and it never happened.
Yep. I did say that a couple times.
Well, when's the last time they made the playoffs? Z? What was it? 2011?
What was the COVID year? We count that.
No, we're not counting that. Well, we're not counting Mickey Mouse year.
Yeah, if we're not counting that in 2011.
2011, there you go.
Yeah.
2011. So there's hasn't really been many before that.
It is embarrassing, Jason. It's really embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
So is that restaurant you went to today?
Yeah, the restaurant. Jason will tell you the burger was pretty good, but she asked for tomato and they didn't put on there. So. No lie, she was actually kind of butthurt about it.
Oh, I bet she was.
Yeah, she was. They actually have grilled onions there, Z.
Wow.
They do.
Wow. That alone might intrigue me.
Yeah, they actually have grilled onions there. So if you want them, you can have them.
Well, if this isn't a dead chat, put a W in the chat if grilled onions are the only thing allowed on a burger, not raw onions, not microwaved onions. No.
Yeah, microwaved onion. Whoever does
it's why. It's why I'll just never like Culver's ever.
Yeah. Ask for it.
Yep. So, anyways, and this is a day in history for the people in the valley. I was talking to Charlie and a couple other boys still back in Arizona about it, and we're just all done. We're all finished.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So not the only thing. Well, I'm not saying it's the only thing that needs to be on a burger, Afton, but I mean the thing is we go to Culver's, if you even know what that is, and one of the most overrated restaurants you'll ever go to. And Kelsey can clarify that.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely one of the best
100%
fast
is.
food
Cheese
chains.
curds are ass. The fries are
No, they're great. It's the
ass.
best thing on the menu.
Burgers
Ice cream's good. The
okay.
fries, yeah, fries I could care less about. Burger, the butter burger's pretty solid for a fast food burger. Cheese curds are great. Ice cream's great.
Rather have a baconator.
Explain why JJ Watt said he took a picture of his Culver's order and said he's in heaven.
Why that guy retire early?
But yeah, Z, you make good points with the Arizona Coyotes. Obviously, the people in the chat, it's not really uh, us trying to talk about or Z, at least Z talking about the Coyotes in the sense of like you guys following hockey or caring. Just more so, this is a platform that Z wanted to come on and really kind of vent himself. So the Coyotes are embarrassment. They're easily, arguably the worst sport franchise in history. They're better off if they're moving. The fact that they've played at Arizona State University's college ice den for freaking last 2-3 years, and it holds like 2,500, 3,000 people, and you still can't get a
Still
freaking
can't sell
sellout
it
in there, and
out.
you're an NHL team. That's terrible.
Yep.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's just awful. And that just again, it's just all the years that have built up. You haven't made revenue. You haven't made money.
Yep.
You've done a failure of a job at developing talent,
Yep.
especially as you've picked early in the drafts. You haven't
You can go on
invested
and
any
on.
money into your franchise. So that's the way it goes.
And if
That's the way
you
it
don't
is.
win, they won't come. It's
So,
as simple as that. If you don't win, they
well,
won't
as simple
come.
as that. No, they won't. But speaking of the Coyotes, their big news of the day, Z, before we end the Coyotes conversation, is their big move of the day that Vladislav Koyachanik joins the Coyotes and he's going to wear number 52.
Who? Who is that?
Vladislav?
Vladislav.
Coleslaw? I don't know.
Vladislav. Well, I mean, again, it's just it adds on to the fact of where they need to move to. So,
just move to wherever he's from.
Yeah, I mean,
Get the freak
and
out
I
here.
just, I think I had it. I thought I had it pulled up somewhere right here. I mean, just this alone, just, I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This alone is a perfect example of why they need to move. Yeah, 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0.
That's real great.
Yeah.
The only thing helping that franchise is their jerseys.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, honestly, just rest in peace, just to the one of the greatest jerseys of all time.
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
And I
Great
thought
hockey
I was trying to find. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. Here it is. Here it is right here. This right here is what the Coyotes tweeted right when the news broke out, right? And this was just a worthless tweet to put out. And this is exactly what I mean by look at the photoshopping. I can promise you that arena's not sold out. They're showing shots during playoff games that are sold out. I mean, just look at that.
What is that, from 2011?
They're finding every way possible to make it look like they're not a poor piss ass franchise. Right. Just leave. And that tweet right there alone, that tweet, go. You're still lying to the fans. You're committed to keeping hockey in Arizona. Well, guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right. So whoever the admin is, I hope
you committed all you
jobs.
want, but at the end of the day, you know that you're gonna do what's best for business.
Yep. So we're done talking about the Coyotes.
So, yeah.
I appreciate your guys' rants. Who thought? I mean, the thing is many people thought it was going to be when Austin Matthews was the number 1 pick in the draft. Uh, Austin Matthews grew up in the same town that we grew up in, Scottsdale, Arizona, where again hockey is not a thing, not one bit. But he became number 1 pick. He became one of the greatest players in the entire league, and he still is. And whenever he came to play the Coyotes, the arena would sell out. But one player is not going to change the culture for a whole entire state. So
No, he doesn't even play for that team.
no, he doesn't. No,
He plays all
he
in
doesn't.
Toronto.
So he's there once a year.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, Z, anything else you want to get off the chest in terms of this Coyotes disaster?
No, I'm done. I'm done talking about them. I'm done watching them. I'm done supporting them.
That's fine.
26,
That's fine.
26 years of my life. I don't know if we'll be watching the Coyotes officially their last game in Arizona, whenever that might be. But if it is, then thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Misery is officially over.
Time to move on, Coyotes. Time to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just been a epic failure on all fronts from that franchise.
Yep. So let's get on to the better part, which is the mock draft.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to transition. We appreciate you guys hanging in there, letting Z rant a little bit. I mean, Z could definitely go a lot more off the wall. I mean, believe me, if you heard our gaming sessions, it doesn't even match any. It doesn't even come close to what he was saying. But we don't
right.
we don't have that here on the YouTube live. So.
Yeah, you're right, Ed.
So just know what you guys see on screen here with Z. It's pretty much 90% of it is not who he is. So, hey.
I mean, Ed says this every other day, so
Yep.
don't really care what he has to say.
Oh, there's a reason why you haven't heard from Susie in a while.
Yeah, Susie. Again, just one of the most unnecessary comments you ever could have said in your life. So I was thinking,
there's a reason why that conversation was very short while we were there.
Yep. And that's on you at the end of the day. That is all on you.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
So,
well, guys, as Z and I, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I was wondering if we, yeah, Kelsey's laughing. I mean, Kelsey, you know exactly what scenario we're talking about. I mean, just so unnecessary. My God. And you notice how you notice how intrigued she got in the conversation when you said that.
Well, see, she wanted to know for herself.
Such a joke. Such a joke.
Well, I think she finally caught on, and that's why I haven't heard from her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure she unfollowed me. Oh man!
Oh, it's freaking great! It's freaking great.
People come and go, man. People come and go. What can I say?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. People get exposed. Truth comes to light. What's hidden comes to light. So.
Yep.
But everybody in the chat, for all you guys that are still in here, we appreciate you guys. We're just getting started here on this stream. Z and I are going to transition here into our 2024 NFL mock draft round 1. Our 1.0, not our 4.0, 5.0 like Mel Kiper. This is our 1.0 going into the 2024 draft, which is in 2 weeks. And Z and I are just going to go one pick at a time and both give our picks. You guys can let us know in the chat. If you guys put your selections in the chat, you can. Or if you have a question or make a comment about something, feel free to put that in the chat. So, Z, are you ready?
I'm 100% ready. Well, so what I was going to say is
I told you to go on.
Well, that's the one I was trying to find, but I couldn't find the link.
I sent on your Snapchat.
Okay, let me take a look at it. Yeah, so we're gonna do it live. Are we gonna be able to show it or no?
I mean, we can. Like, it would either be my screen or yours.
Yeah. God, what are some of these photos that I'm coming across right now? All right. I'm trying to find the link that you sent. Can't find it. Was it Oh, I'm trying
Pro
to find
Football
it.
Network.
Okay, well, yeah, I thought that's what I'm on right now. No, hold on, that's not it.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, Pro Football Network. But every time I press it, it starts just like doing it on its own. How can I stop that?
I don't know. Go to. Let me see. All right, so when you click it, hit select your teams, hit all, and then hit enter solo draft, and then you should be good.
I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I see. All right. Yeah, no, I'm good. All right. So I'm on there.
Dude,
So how do we want to do this here?
well, we'll go each team at a time, and then you'll give your pick. I'll give my pick. We'll go to the next pick. To anybody in the chat, does anybody want us to put one of our mock drafts on the screen, or you guys just want to hear us just say it?
Right. So so I mean maybe we can just go pick by pick, and then
Yeah. If they want us to put it on the screen, we'll put it on the screen.
Right. All right, that's fine.
All right. So as we know, the team with the first pick in the draft this year is Chicago Bears. They have not been able to figure out the quarterback situation ever since they've become into existence. So, obviously, as we know, it's a no-brainer. Z with the first overall pick, it's gonna be Caleb Williams.
It's no brainer.
No brainer. All right. Yep. So with the second overall pick this year is the Washington Redskins Commanders. I call them the Redskins still. Washington Commanders.
Doing this with no trades.
Yeah, we're just doing this as everything stands right now.
Well, I don't know if we can even do trades on here, can we?
I think it lets you.
You can.
But like you gotta like propose it and like everything.
You gotta propose it. All right, no trades. No trades. No, we're not gonna go that far.
So we're doing this, and we usually do it every year just as everything is and how everything is set. So that's what we're going with.
All right, so first pick, easy. Yeah, Caleb Williams. There's no other thought behind that. Caleb Williams on to the next one.
Yeah. So Washington, the Redskins have the second pick in the draft. It's safe to say they're going to take a quarterback as well. Trade Sam Howell. They bring in freaking Clifford at OC. And Z, if you want to start us off, who do you have the Redskins picking here?
Yeah. Well, I was giving this one some thought, and seeing all the hype behind players like Drake May, like players like Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, just so many quarterbacks that I'm not really high on, and I'll just be honest, I don't really care. If
Mark, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, talk to someone who's literally on the other side of the planet.
What's going on, brother? What's going on, Mark?
Would love to know what time it is over there. Would love to know what time.
On the other side of the planet.
And again, not too much to really think about here. And just so you guys know, after we're done with this first round, Ed and I will show both of our mock drafts, just because these will probably be these might be our final mock drafts. So we'll see how many each one of us get right. 9:47 a.m. Yeah. You just woke up. Yeah, you just woke up.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Mark's getting his day going, and Z and I are getting ready to shut down.
Yeah, we are. So, not gonna say anything more than that.
All right,
and not much more to think. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna say Drake May. Not sure if it's the right pick,
okay,
but I'm gonna say Drake May.
All right, Z's going Drake Bell. So there you go. Z is going Drake May at quarterback for Washington at pick 2. I'm going quarterback, but I'm going Jane Daniels. I think Cliff Kingsbury likes these quarterbacks that like to move and run around and everything like that. I think Jaden Daniels is a guy that can fit him. So,
yeah. What I will say is Ed and I give. I think the way we do it, I can't really remember, is I think we do. It's either 1 or 2 points if we get into the right team, it's either a half a point or 1 point if we get the player in the right spot. So
Yeah,
I
that's
think
how we
that's
did
I
last
think,
year. So
I think that's pretty fair.
Z and I will be saving our mock draft. And then if we decide to do an updated one, if there's some drastic trades or something like that, we'll do an updated one. But like I said, we will have an NFL draft party here live on YouTube on April 25th. And we will be watching it with you guys for here. And we will be keeping up with our we'll be keeping up with our draft picks. So all right, so I'm going Jane Daniels, pick 2, Patriots at number 3. Z, who you got here?
Well, and this is one where it's a tough one. It's actually a tough one. But again, I'm not going to overthink it. They're not going to take the best player available, so they're going to go Jane Daniels. 3 straight quarterbacks off the board to start off the draft.
There you go. 3 straight quarterbacks. Same with me, but Drake May. So there you go.
So it's just flipped. It's
all
just
right.
flipped.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
Yep.
Arizona Cardinals on the clock at pick number 4. There's been
Yeah.
some rumors the Cardinals are trying to trade back in the draft. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, at pick number 4, the Cardinals need some help on defense. They need a wide receiver. I will start this one off, Z. I think that this has to be a no-brainer. It's got to be Marvin Harrison Jr.
No
if you're
brainer.
sticking at 4. It's got to be him.
It's an absolute no-brainer.
No-brainer. The home run pick,
so.
yep, as Afton says, Marv, it's a no question, no-brainer. If the Cardinals are going to stay put at pick number 4, it's got to be Marvin Harrison.
It's got to be.
Best wide receiver in the draft. I don't care what some of these scouts and experts have to say. Roma Dunze, Malik Neighbors. No, it's Marvin Harrison.
Not a clue who any of those guys are.
Claude, what's up, man? Well, Z, they'll be coming on the board.
Yeah.
But Claude, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in. We got 9 people in the chat here or in the live stream, so thank you guys. So Z and I both have Marvin Harrison number 4 with the Cardinals. Pick number 5 with the Chargers. The Chargers are in a very weird spot. I feel like Jim Harbaugh has just completely ruined everything.
He's just changing the culture, man. That's all he's doing. He's just changing the culture.
Yeah, he is. See, how do you feel about Jimbo already marking down players' lockers that they're in like order of the last name, but he also has when they were in college if they were a 5-star recruit or not, and it goes like all the way down in order from like 5-star, 4-star to like like these guys have like he has them where like what recruit number they were.
First of all, I didn't know that was a real thing. Okay.
Yeah,
but
I read that yesterday.
But I feel like Jim's always kind of been a weirdo. No?
Yeah, he is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he's always kind of been a weirdo. So I don't know. I don't know what to freaking say about that guy. I mean, he's the brother of my favorite. He's the brother of my favorite team head coach. I mean, you got to have respect for Jim Harbaugh, though, right? Just for everything he's done in his career.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, he's a successful coach. He's a successful coach. I just hope it's not a Sean Payton 2.0 type thing. I think Justin Herbert deserves a little better than that.
Yeah, I mean, again, just so you guys know, we're not doing trades. When Ann and I go live on the draft night, we could talk about trades then. But
yeah,
you guys know, I mean, just trades are just way too unpredictable when it comes to the draft.
It is.
So
it is. So that's why we're not. Yeah, that's why we just do it as how everything's said. Yeah. Steel Dog, what's up, man? Thanks for coming into the chat. Appreciate you, man.
Steel Dog.
All right, guys.
That's the guy that goes on the ferry on Steeler game days. I mean, you just know.
Steel Dog, have you ever been on the ferry going to Steeler game before?
Yeah. I mean, again, if you guys don't know, there's a rivalry video where a couple Ravens fans really made some people tight on that ferry. So.
I saw it the other day, the Power Games.
Yeah. All right. Well,
he said no.
All right, that's fine. Well, okay. Well, number 5.
Let's go on. To
what do you think? What are you thinking then?
Huh?
Oh no, I don't know if you gave your pick. I don't know if you gave your pick for the Chargers.
No. Go ahead. So the Chargers at pick number 5 right here. They obviously got rid of their entire wide receiver room. I think that makes the most sense that they're going to take the best wide receiver available, and it's going to be Malik Neighbors out of LSU.
Yep. Yeah. It's not a bad pick. But again, like, are we going best player available here, or are we going a team like the Chargers where they're going to trade back? Personally, I think they're going to trade back once we get to this point. But again, we're not going to talk about that. So I'm going to agree with them. I'm going to say Malikson out of LSU.
Yep.
So 5 straight.
Yeah, Malik's in.
It's an offensive league, and it's an offensive league nowadays.
It
That's what
is.
Roger
It is.
wants. I mean,
That's what
Roger's
Roger wants. Yep.
he's gonna get booed when he goes out there in Detroit, anyways. So, uh, I mean, he does every year. He does it every single city. I've never seen him go into a city
Yeah, he
this year.
does.
Yeah.
Never forget the basement draft, Z. Never forget the basement draft.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
And
god.
that was a bad time. That was a bad time.
That was. That was. It should have been a live crowd that year in front of 60,000. Don't care what anybody
Jesus.
says. Should have
Does
been a
anybody else
live
remember
crowd
that?
that year.
Does anybody else remember that in 2020 when Roger did it from his basement? And then he had fans behind him on the TV.
Yeah, on the TV screen. It was
Oh
terrible.
my god. Oh, it was
It
terrible.
looked awful. It looked absolutely awful.
All
All
right.
right,
So,
Z. Let's go on here to the
yep.
New York Giants, a franchise nobody cares about. Pick
Yeah.
number 6. They've been an absolute mess, but I think that they're going to. I think another wide receiver is going to come off the board here, and they don't have any playmakers on their offense. I'm going to go Rome Odunze out of Washington, wide receiver.
So this is going to start getting to a point. Excuse me, where I'm going to throw out some interesting picks, right? Because once we get out of maybe the top 5, maybe top 10, we're going to start having just different opinions on who's going to go where.
Right.
And when it comes to what else do they need? What the Giants? A lot. They need a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Probably any position after that they could probably get.
yeah, there's so many teams that we can consider trading up, like Denver and Las Vegas. But again, not to be repetitive, we're just not going to go there. So for the Giants, then I'm gonna do a pick that they're not going to like, and I'm gonna say JJ. I'm gonna say JJ.
They take the quarterback.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
All right. Jeez, see, if that happens, do you think the Giant fans would boo him?
I think there's potential, but I think at the same time they might cheer him because they don't want Daniel Jones anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, and the guy's coming off an
Jones
ACL injury.
Daniel Jones or Mason Rudolph?
Yeah. Well, first of all, they kind of look alike. they kind of look alike. And I don't know. Give me Mason.
Oh my goodness! So if they take JJZ, how long till he starts?
I'll say a year.
Sits the year?
I'll say a year.
Okay. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah. All right. They'd be insane to rely on Jones. Yeah, they would. Well, they're freaking morons for giving him that contract.
Yeah. Oh, 100% they are. 4-year max deal. Like, what are they thinking?
Next pick, Z. We're at the Tennessee Titans here. As we look at their team needs, offensive tackle, corner, some defense.
Yep.
Brought in Calvin Ridley, a wide receiver. With a young quarterback, and you added some pieces on your offense, I think they got to solidify their offensive line. We're going to go Joe Alt out of Notre Dame.
Right. Again, I think this one is. By the way, where do you see team needs? Where do you see that?
It's right above. If you're able to scroll up, like it's right under the all section.
Oh, I see. Yep, I see. Okay,
you see it now.
Yep. Yeah, I think I don't know. I
think Joe Alt as well.
Yeah, Alt. Well, I mean, he almost kind of has the same name as you, so. Yeah, again, no brainer here, no brainer. We're to go Joe Biden out of Notre Dame. So
yeah, we're going Joe Biden.
Country's gonna change, and country's gonna change at the end of the year.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be quite a shift. So. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next team on the draft board is the Atlanta Falcons, pick number 8. Atlanta really kind of helped out their offense. I think they go defense here. I think they're going to go with the best edge rusher in the draft, Dallas Turner out of Alabama.
I think it's a no-brainer, right? I think it's an absolute no-brainer.
I think they're just going to try to get the best defensive player on the board.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute no-brainer. They've said they're all in, and they look all in with signing Kirk Cousins. So Yeah, taking Dallas Turner. If they're taking him at number 8, I would say that's a W. I would say that's a W.
Yeah, you get the best defense player on the board right there. So there you go.
Right.
All right, going on. The next pick is the Chicago Bears, pick number 9.
Yeah.
So drafted a quarterback. I'm going to say they go defense, try to add to that other side of the football. I'm going to say they take another edge rusher to line up with Montez Montez Sweat and Jared Verse out of Florida State.
Mm. So the thing is with every single draft is it seems like the way things go is once a team starts taking a specific position, then the teams behind them start doing the same thing.
Right.
Because that was the case last year with wide receivers. It might be the case this year with quarterbacks. Right. Last year and towards the end of the first round, we saw like 4 or 5 straight receivers get picked. Right.
Right.
So I could see the same exact thing happening here. Except I think I'm gonna do a little bit different. And I know you went the guy out of Florida State. I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name, but I'm just gonna go the guy out of LSU. So Latu, if that's how I pronounce his last name?
Yeah. The other edge rusher.
Yeah.
All right,
So
there you
I'm
go. So Z and I both have an edge going here in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the right pick.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think Z and I's drafts are close to being identical.
Would they take
Just instead
Bowers?
of
No, I don't think so because if you already have Cole Kmet and you gave Cole Kmet extension, I don't see them. I wouldn't see why they would decide to go with a number 1 tight
Bowers needs
end.
to be the number 1 guy. Bauer needs to be the number 1 guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think you need him.
Speaking of broccoli, New York Jets are on the clock here at number 10, and they need a tight end. They could use a wide receiver. And this is actually Afton where I have your boy Brock Bowers going. Right here to play with Aaron in New York.
Afton must be a broccoli fan. So
she must be. She must like the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep. So I think I don't know. I think I agree, Ann. But at the same time, I was just need a quarterback. All right, let's relax. Let's relax. Let's be honest. The Steelers have needed a quarterback for many, many years now. Even the days of when Ben was at the final part of his career. So
well, see, they refused to. They refused to draft one.
Yeah, I'm not a Jets fan, but again, if you guys know, I'm a Ravens fan. So any kind of Steelers comments that are coming in, just know it's going to be rebutted.
Just give it back to him, ladies and gentlemen. Give it back to him.
Yeah, just give it back to me. And I think I agree. However, I was thinking that they might take the best offense tackle on the board, just due to the simple fact that both of their tackles they have are in their 30s. So I'm gonna change it up, and I'm gonna say they take an offensive tackle. I'm gonna say the one out of Penn State. Not a clue how to pronounce his name. So
that's fair. That's fair. He's the number 7 ranked prospect in the draft. That's fair. That's fine.
I'm gonna say they go the offensive tackle. I can see the argument because you don't know how many years you have left of Aaron Rodgers, so you'd want to bring in the best tight end available. But again, you have 2 tackles that are super old. I think it's right to bring in a young guy. So I'm gonna go.
Yes, Afton Fashionow. Yes, that's who he's talking about.
Fashionow. Yes, correct. I was literally just gonna try to pronounce it, but yeah, Fashionow out of Penn State, number 10.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good pick. I've debated that too. I debated that too. I just feel like the Jets are just going to try to just go all in with Aaron. I really do. I know you need to help the line, but with them signing Tyron Smith as well, I think that helps. So, but they could draft a tackle. Yeah, like that. That's why I'm going with the Bowers pick, because just to really give him as much arsenal as he can have. But I think with them adding they added Morgan Moses back. Didn't they trade for Morgan Moses too?
35 years old.
Right. So if I think if they would take a tackle, it would make sense too. You can kind of have them. You don't need to thrust them in right away either. But nonetheless, I could see either one of those happening. Let's go to pick 11 here with the Minnesota Vikings, and this is where I have J.J. McCarthy coming off the board. He's going to sit behind Sam Darnold for a little bit. Not sure if that's ideal to sit behind a guy like that. But we're going to go Mihaljevic right there to the Minnesota Vikings.
Right. Excuse me.
So JJ Mihaljevic, everybody. JJ Mihaljevic to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. All right. JJ Mihaljevic. Mihaljevic makes an appearance. So, well, obviously this puts me in the predicament because I had 4 quarterbacks starting to go off the board. So, yeah, I did. So, I think it would only make sense for me personally to not take one of the quarterbacks that's still on the board. Not gonna take Bo Nix, not gonna take Michael Penix. So
No bow and
I think
arrow.
it's no bow and arrow, and wasn't ideal for Pickens to sit behind Trubisky. It definitely was not. However, and was very excited about
No,
the Steelers. What'd you say?
I said no, it wasn't ideal.
Yeah, but Ed was very excited when the Steelers drafted Trubisky. I'll never forget the day.
No, I definitely wasn't. I'm not sure why Z says that. That's just an absolute false narrative. I wanted Jameis Winston for a year and then for them to draft a guy the year after.
And I think it's only right that I guess just kind of think of logically here if I don't think Minnesota's going to take a quarterback.
Thanks, Afton, for tuning in. We appreciate your support.
Yep. See you later, Afton.
We'll see you. We'll see you next time when we stream. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
And I think it's only right. I'm just going to go. They lost one of the best pass rushers in the league this offseason. So I'm going to say they try to replace him with Jared Verse. So I'm going to go Jared Verse out of Florida State.
There you go. There you go. Minnesota needs all the defense help they can get. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pick 12 here. We are at pick 12 with the Denver Broncos.
Yep, moving right along.
Denver obviously needs a quarterback. Right now, Jarrett Stidham's the only guy on the roster.
Jesus.
I just don't see them taking a quarterback in the first round. So with that being said, I think that to pair with Patrick Surtain, I'm going to go, they go Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo, to pair with Patrick Surtain on the defense side.
Good pick, and good pick. I'm going to say I'm going to stick with the cornerback position as well. Again, not the sexy pick for the Broncos this upcoming season, but I'm going to go. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking receiver too, just the fact that they trade Jerry Jeudy and there's still rumor about them trading Sutton. But again, I don't think that's something they'd go. So I'm gonna go Terry and Arnold. I'm gonna go Terry and Arnold out of Alabama.
There you go. Hey Arnold, everybody.
Yep.
So there you go. Z and I both have corner off the board to the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Ron, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in, brother.
Who's Ron? McDam?
You know, do you remember Corey from our fantasy team?
Yeah.
Or from our fantasy league from like a few years ago? It's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother. many things I can say about you.
Yeah, many things. Yeah, there it is right there. Coming in hot, baby. Let him hear it, Ron. Let him hear it. Give it to him.
I'm gonna stay professional. I'm gonna stay professional. I mean, it makes sense that his name's McDan and his name is Ron. I mean, freaking Ronald McDonald. So, all right, and let's keep rolling here. Number 13.
Corey probably beat you.
I feel like he might have. Did he?
He might have, but Ron, like every year, when Corey was in our league, I mean, he would finish like 4 wins
every single year. And I mean, freaking Ronald, have some respect. I mean, I'm a 3-time champion in that league, so I mean, I would love to know where you're sitting. I mean, just probably just a disgrace to humanity.
Ron did express interest in joining our league this year.
Oh wow.
Ron did express interest in possibly joining our league.
Disgrace to humanity.
Yeah, disgrace to humanity. So, he's a Ravens fan. Ron, what do you expect?
I'll think about it, Ronald.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
All right. So, well, good having you here. Good having you here. Yeah,
that's because I'm not in the league. Ron, if you want, you'll have an open spot this year.
It's got to go through me. It's got to go through
me. All
right,
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's got to go through him. Definitely doesn't, Z. I'm the commissioner. You're the assistant. Up next is the Vegas Raiders at pick number 13. This is where I have the Penn State tackle, Fasano, whatever the hell his name is. Nobody can pronounce. Not sure if he knows how to screw a light bulb, but we're going to put him here at number 13. The Raiders get another tackle there to solidify their offensive line.
I'll just make sure you guys count how many comments tonight. That's the first one. So, uh, I I mean, again, I feel like the Raiders are one of those teams every year that when they make a pick in the first round, you're just like, what are they doing? You know,
Right,
I mean,
right, right,
look at their
right.
owner. I look at the top of his head. So, I mean, that's all you need to know about. That's all I need to know. What's his name? Mark Davis? Is that his name? So,
Yeah,
um, yeah, I mean, that's all I need to know about the Raiders organization.
Fashion now.
So I
That's how Steel Dog says it's pronounced. Fashion now. There you go.
fashion now, fashion now. Okay. Raiders always go the fastest player. Well, yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. So, not sure who I want to go with. Really do not have a clue who I want to go with. Like I said, I'll probably get this pick wrong. So I'm just gonna go back to back corners. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna say Mitchell out of Toledo gets picked here. So I'm gonna say they go back to back corners.
There you go. Yeah, and see, when I was kind of playing around with the mock draft simulator a couple weeks ago, I actually was thinking it might be back to back corners, but I think that a place was needed for Fashion now to go, and I think the Raiders kind of make sense. So we
Yeah.
changed from corner to tackle. But your pick makes sense as well. If Al Davis was still alive, they would take Joe Milton and the 4 fastest wide receivers in the draft.
Yeah. So such an old school method.
It really is.
Sometimes it works.
All right, let's go on to the next pick. We got the New Orleans Saints coming up here. The New Orleans Saints are in need of some help on offense. Would not hurt them at all to use an edge or to use a guy on defense. But Z, here at pick 14, I could really see a tackle. At the same time, I could see them trying to get a playmaker on the defensive side of the football. We know with their head coach, who I think should have been fired 2 years ago. He really likes that defense side of the ball. We are going to go with Latu from LSU, that edge rusher. So there you go.
Just easily and without even debate, one of the worst head coaches in the entire NFL. It's just not
Easily, easily.
easily.
Dennis Allen is awful.
Yeah, I can't believe
Yeah,
the man still has a job. Um, so
no, I don't understand it either.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know where they go with this. I mean, I have a gazillion tackles on the board. Um, so yeah. So I'm gonna say eventually I'm gonna say eventually these tackles are gonna start coming off. I just
Right.
don't know if the Saints are the right team for them to start coming off at. Uh,
Sure.
I look all around. Again, I know they're a defensive team. I mean, I get what you're coming at there, but and I think they're just gonna go the boring pick. I think they're gonna go the boring pick, and I just what's crazy is I have Brock Bowers dropping. So
Okay.
uh, it gets to a point where do some of these teams pick best player available? I'm not a fan of these teams. I don't care to be a fan of these teams. So
Right.
do these fans have the concept of going best player or do these teams have the concept of going best player available? Not sure. So I'll say
Right.
they go offensive tackle Amarius Mims out of Georgia.
Wow. Okay. Marius Mims going
Yep.
at 14.
Yep.
That's who a lot of people have the Steelers taking at pick 20.
Yep. So I'm gonna
So
go Marius
we'll
Mims.
see. Yes, that's the thing. There's about 5 tackles that can go in the first round. And Z, like what you mentioned earlier, once one goes off the board, they could all start flying.
Yeah, well, 1000%.
So we'll see what happens on that. So Z has Amarius Mims, Georgia tackle, heading to the Saints at pick 14. I have Latu, the edge rusher from UCLA, going at 14 to go with that Saints defense that they try to repair a little bit. Indianapolis Colts on the board at pick 15. They could use some wide receiver help with Josh Downs and Michael Pittman. They could use another cornerback. They could even use an edge rusher, but I really just don't really see um,
'Cause he threw a
another edge
pass on his
rusher going
knees.
this early in the draft. So with this pick, Z, I am going to go for the Indianapolis Colts. I think that they're going to try to give Anthony Richardson some more ammunition with Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, and we're going to get Brian Thomas from LSU, the wide receiver.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. I was considering it, but I'm not going to let Brock Bowers drop any more than what he already is. So I thought it was a no-brainer for me. Just I feel like the Colts will still be a running team first. I feel like if you're a running team, you need good tight ends on the roster. So Brock Bowers going 15 to, I feel like if he's on the board to the Colts, just makes way too much sense to me. So
Well, that'd be a steal.
I think so.
That would be a steal for the Colts.
So next we
All
have
right, so
Seattle
let's
at
go.
16.
Yep, Seattle at 16. I have my guy here. Seattle is going to try to, I don't want to say recreate a Legion of Boom, but they're going to, with Mike McDonald there running the defense, or really kind of probably having a lot of control over the defense side of the football. Let me put it that way. Did a great job with Baltimore's defense last year. I think he's going to love the combination of Terrion Arnold out of Alabama to pair with Devin Witherspoon at pick 16.
Right. I was thinking defense too with Mike McDonald being there.
Yeah.
And
I know
also I was looking
that they have what's his face? Blanking on his name, the other corner.
Witherspoon.
Not Witherspoon. The other guy. 4th round pick. I'm blanking on his name. He had a really good year a couple years ago.
Yeah. I'm not gonna know his name. If you guys know his
totally
name,
blanking on his name.
If you guys know his name, put his name in there.
I'm totally blanking out on his name. But that gives them 3 really good guys in the secondary.
Yeah. So I'll see about going defense too. I am going to go defense, but obviously I'm not going to take Byron Murphy the second. I think wasn't he the one that is having some like off the field issues right now? Isn't he? I think.
I think it's somebody else.
Oh, somebody else. Well,
yeah, I think it's another defensive tackle. I don't think it's him.
Sears Nation. Yeah, well, nobody's screamed that, but you. So yeah, and I think
louder for the people in the back.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to go boring pick here, but I'm going to go the best defensive tackle on the board, Johnny Newton out of Illinois.
There you go. That's a good pick. I could see it too. I could see it too. I could see them going defensive tackle as well with that pick. All right, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars on the board. Yeah, 30 years old. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars on the board here.
30.
And with them, I feel like there's a couple different directions they could go. They could go defense, secondary. They could go wide receiver, even though they added Gabe Davis to go with Christian Kirk. But for this pick, Z, I'm going to go Johnny Newton here to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
To pair up with, to pair up on that defensive line.
He has some left in the tank. Oh yeah, I know.
He does. He definitely does.
Just wait till he meets Patrick Queen. Just wait till you see that.
I'll be waiting. See, wait till Lamar faces Patrick Queen as well.
Literally a slithery snake. Slithery snake he is.
Z still hasn't gotten over it.
Slithering.
Queen has no idea who he is, and he hasn't gotten over it.
Don't worry, and we'll all forget about him in a couple years. So, anyways, all right. So Jacksonville at 17. I could absolutely care less about this franchise.
I agree.
Yeah, I just really don't care. League is the exact same with or without him.
Definitely is.
So I kind of saw what you were doing there. Maybe going receiver. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to say offensive tackle. I think again, especially since they have an offensive coach, I think they're going to take the best wide receiver on the board. So I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Rome, wide receiver out of Washington. I'm gonna say they take him at number 17.
You're having Roma Dunsafe all the way 17.
Yes, I am.
God.
This mock draft already might be a mess.
Well, that Z's already first wrong pick of the draft right there. He's going to the top 10.
And again,
Well,
I
there
already
you go.
know. We know
There's
that.
these mock draft.
Yeah. Well, and we got to throw some fiery picks out here. So I mean,
Yeah,
otherwise
fiery
it'd be
picks.
boring.
Yeah, fiery picks. You're right, Z. You're right.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's Z's first ultimate failure of a pick this year. Let's go up to the next pick with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
They need some help on defense. They could go with an offensive tackle, a position that they've honestly kind of struggled with over the last few years. I am going to say, Z, that they are going to draft Talis Fuaga, the offensive tackle out of Oregon State.
I was going the exact same way. I think with them losing Jonah Williams, could see something maybe different if they trade T. Higgins, but I don't think they will. Yeah, they need an offense tackle or defense tackle. Absolutely, they do. So yeah, I think an offense tackle is no brainer, especially with Joe Burrow coming off an injury.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. So you going with the same guy, Fuaga?
Yeah, same as that guy.
Okay. All right. There you go. So Z and I had the same pick here. Pick number 19 with the LA Rams. They could use a defense tackle with Aaron Donald retiring. They definitely need some help in the secondary. They need some edge help. But Z, I feel like they're just going to fall in love with the notion of, man, we need to replace Aaron Donald. And I think they go with Byron Murphy out of Texas, a defensive tackle.
Right. I actually,
we need a new Aaron Donald, and I think that's what they're going to go with.
Yeah, I again, 1000% agree. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Byron
Ron
Murphy.
says the same thing. DT or corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Byron Murphy the second out of Texas for a replacement to Aaron Donald.
Yep, there you go. All right, here comes the fun pick. Yep, now it's time. Here it comes, Ron. You can let us know your pick in the comments. I don't want a position. I want one name and one name only, Ron. The Steelers are on the clock at pick 20 here. Obviously, offensive tackle, corner, wide receiver. Those are all positions that we could see them going. I think that this is as I said on my podcast last week, this is a unpredictable situation that they're in my opinion. Their last few drafts have been pretty predictable, that we all kind of had an idea of the direction they were going to go. This one, they could go all different ways. Corner, tackle, wide receiver. If they want to go center, honestly, I feel like the centers are going to drop a little bit. But I think, Z, that they cannot pass up. Do they want to go Dan Moore again? I don't think so. I think they cannot pass up the Georgia tackle, Amarius Mims. They love him at pick 20. Amarius Mims, another Georgia Bulldog. Welcome to Pittsburgh Steelers. George says Cooper DeJean. Ron says JPJ. I think JPJ is going to fall a little bit. We do need a center. I think they'll grab one in round 2. Graham Barton, maybe 2. Honestly, I think the Steelers will trade back up in the second round as well at some point. Z, what is your pick here for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I'm going to disagree with every single one of you. I'm going to disagree with every single one of you.
Yep.
Going to disagree with every single one of you in this chat. Every single just...
Yep.
Probably every single one of you just smell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of Z wiped himself, he has to go in the shower. So that's all you got now.
Yeah, I mean, there are some bad days.
Yep.
And I think...
Ron agrees. We're going to trade back up. Still holding out hope, guys, for a Brandon Ayuk trade as well before the draft.
Right. So I'm going wide receiver. I'm going wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if you guys have not been following my mock draft and who's available on the board, that is going to be Brian Thompson Jr. to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Brian Thompson. You got his name wrong already.
What was his name? Oh, Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas.
Happy taking a kicker.
Yeah. Z already messed up the pick. So Z has the Steelers going wide receiver round 1, which is possible. If they do not trade for somebody, I definitely could see a wide receiver round 1. I definitely could.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Brian Thomas Jr. Wide receiver out of LSU.
There you go.
No brainer
for Russell Wilson and company.
No brainer. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in 2 weeks.
So Z, we're gonna see another year of Dan Moore.
Well, again, that is an issue that should have been addressed again years ago. So
I
That's
agree. I agree.
that's on
100%.
that's on you guys. That's on you guys.
100%. All right. So moving on from the Steelers, I have them taking Marius Mims at tackle, and Z has Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU wide receiver. Let's move on to the Miami Dolphins here. They need some help on their offensive line, Z. They
Yeah.
really do. That they really need help on that line.
Sure.
And this right here is where I have them taking Troy Fatanu, offense tackle out of Washington.
Yep. Yep. I was thinking offensive tackle as well, but I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go JC Latham out of Alabama.
That's fair. That's fine. That's fine. Steel Dog says, I believe the IU trade will get done during the draft. That would be wild. Imagine that live on stream. Like I said, Ron, also, Z and I will be having a draft day party here on YouTube during the draft. So feel free to tune in.
And we'll be live tonight on Twitch.
Yeah, we will be live on tonight on Twitch if you want to follow the stream at Mythical Jazzy.
Yeah.
All right. So
And I already bought MLB
Z and I
show, so it
both
looks like
had
us
two
are playing.
tackles heading the Dolphins. Yep. Just don't be sensitive. Z and I did have two tackles off the board here. He had JC Latham out of Alabama. I had a tackle out of Washington, as well heading off the board. Troy Fautanu from Washington going to Dolphins. His last name fits Miami as well, so he'll fit in right with the rest of them. Going to the next pick, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Their defense was very disappointing. Z. Their defense was very disappointing last year. It was not nearly as good as their Super Bowl run defense. I think they're going to go corner. I think they go corner. The guys are aging a little bit. I am going Nate Wiggins corner from Clemson to join the Philadelphia Eagles.
I was a 50-50 on it, to be honest. I was thinking Nate Wiggins. I was thinking Cooper. So
Cooper
I mean, I'll just kind of Cooper Kupp.
Bailey Cooper.
So so I guess I'll just kind of flip a coin on it. I'll say with them not bringing back Kevin Byard as well, I'll say they take the first safety in the draft.
There you go. Yeah. So it's Cooper DeJean then, correct? That is off the board?
Cooper DeJean, correct.
Cooper DeJean. To the Philadelphia Eagles, I have Nate Wiggins to the Eagles. We both have a defensive back headed to Philadelphia. Next pick, Minnesota Vikings. Again, a team that needs all the help they can get defensively. This right here is where I have your pick going, Cooper DeJean, right here to the Minnesota Vikings.
To Minnesota Vikings.
All the help they can get on defense. They didn't do it in the offseason this year. They're going to do it through the draft, and that's their second pick.
Right. So I originally had them taking an edge rusher to help replace the loss of Danielle Hunter that they lost, who almost led the league in sacks. I'm not going to have them taking another edge rusher. So once again, I'm going to have them adding to the defense. And this time I'll say Nate Wiggins out of Clemson.
There you go.
So
just flip flop it. Z and I are just flip flopping here.
Yep.
That's all we're doing. We're doing.
I mean, it's competition.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's go to the Dallas Cowboys, the team that had arguably the worst offseason in the NFL this year. Honestly, just again, Z, just in a state of where they were at last year. I think that they might be a little bit worse last year. Not sure what the plan is at running back. They've lost Tyron Smith on the line. They need some help at corner. They haven't really been able to do much because they have a ton of money in Dak. They need to extend Micah, and they need to extend CeeDee Lamb. So I have them taking JC Latham out of Alabama to add to their offensive line.
Yeah. Good pick. I think mine's also no brainer. I think I'm gonna take Troy now out of Washington, the offensive tackle.
There you go.
I think that would be a decent pick for the Cowboys at 24.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So Cowboys are off the clock now. Let's go to the Green Bay Packers at pick 25. Green Bay needs some help on the defensive side. And right here is where we are drinking some Kool-Aid. What do you want? Grape? Do you want blue raspberry? You want cherry? We're going Kool-Aid McKinstry to the Green Bay Packers at pick 25.
Jesus. Well, I don't want grape or you want blue raspberry. Which one do you want?
I like grape better.
Yeah. Well, again, good pick. I kind of want to follow you up on it, and I think honestly, I think I might. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at my board here. I'm just seeing what looks really just the most appropriate to, I mean, what just may fit their needs, but also again, best player available. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say we're pouring the powder, and we're gonna be making some fruit punch.
Yeah. Here we are. Fruit punch, Kool-Aid jammers. You guys know where it's going to be at. It's going to be at in Green Bay. So there you go.
Yep. Yep.
Pick 26. We're going to head out to Florida where Z resides. Every Sunday, the Z gets the Jags game, the Dolphins game, and the Bucks game.
Love my life, man. Love my life. That's why I pay for Red Zone.
Love your life, Z. Love your life. And I think right here to add to their defense, they're pretty much keeping their offense intact. I think they got to add to the defense side of the ball. We're going Chop Robinson out of Penn State right there. There's your new edge rusher.
100% agree. 100% agree.
There you go. There you go. Yep. Next up, we got another pick of the Arizona Cardinals at pick 27. And this is a situation as well, Z, of where I could see them even double dipping at wide receiver, to be honest with you. They got rid of Rondale Moore. Hollywood Brown's not there. Z, the wide receiver's not existent here in Arizona. And this is where I have the Arizona Cardinals double dipping at wide receiver to take A.D. Adonai Mitchell out of Texas, a Swifty wide receiver that I think will offset Marvin Harrison pretty well. Cardinals have 2 young first-round wide receivers in their core with Kyler Murray. I think that I like that. I like that a lot.
And I was really trying to do it a little bit different than you were, and quite honestly, you stole my pick. I thought double dipping on receiver was a right move to go, and just the fact that sure they might be similar sizes, but they play so differently.
Sure.
And I think it's just got to be the right way to go by taking Mitchell. You don't need an offensive tackle. You drafted the best tackle in the draft last year, Paris Johnson. So you don't need an offensive tackle, and I think you don't want to reach on a corner or something. So I think it's the right way to go. Just double down on receiver.
I agree.
Just build a deadly offense.
Yep, I agree. Take the best guy. I agree, Z, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, so the Cardinals double dip wide receiver to add to their offense. Z and I both like that. We have the same exact mindset there with the Cardinals. Pick 28, the Buffalo Bills. You know the Buffalo Bills need a wide receiver. They're a team that could definitely trade up in the draft to grab one. But as things stand right now, as Z and I said, we're not doing trades. It's too unpredictable to do trades. We're doing everything as it stands. The Buffalo Bills are going to draft Xavier Worthy, wide receiver out of Texas. They're going to get some more speed on that offense.
Again, for 4 straight picks. 4 straight picks then. So congratulations to yourself.
Yep.
4 straight picks. I'm also going to take Xavier Worthy out of Texas. I think it's a no-brainer. I think again we're looking at again towards the end of I know people say it's a deep wide receiver class. I feel like I hear that every single year. But yeah, I like similar.
I think this one really is though. I think this one really is.
Yeah. Just they have to take a receiver. They have to.
I think this one is.
Xavier Worthy.
Have to. Xavier Worthy, they're going to get speed on their offense. All right, so let's go up with the Detroit Lions coming up next. I feel like that they're pretty set with what they want to do offensively. The defensive side of the football right now is starting to get a little bit thin in the first round. But Z, with where they're at right now, like the Lions sometimes are a team as well that kind of pulls something out of left field. They did it last year with Jack Campbell in the first round and Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round.
Yep.
And I think that they're going to kind of do something as well and take one of these guys that a lot of people don't really know about, and that a lot of people aren't really kind of expecting. So with that being said, Z, I'm going to have them take Tyler Nubin, the safety out of Minnesota.
Very interesting pick.
TJ Gardner-Johnson gone as well. That they need some help. Try to get better defensively.
Yeah, I mean, interesting pick just because I just personally just don't see it.
I could see them trading back too.
Right. I just personally don't see it. I think, yeah, I mean, again, but once we get to these teams later on in the first round that already have well-rounded teams, it's just kind of like, what do you choose? So, yeah, I mean, I kind of see what you're thinking there. I don't think I'm just going to just overthink it that much at the moment. Um, and I'm just gonna say they take one of these interior linemen. I know some of these guys are centers,
Yeah.
but I don't think they have any kind of fear developing them into something else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say they go the born pick, Christian Haynes out of UConn.
Christian Haynes?
Is that his name? I don't know. Is it not Christian
Christian
Haynes? It's
Haynes out
Christian
of
Haynes,
UConn.
isn't it? Yeah. Okay, once we get to that later round, and there's always a player that takes where you'd rather just fall asleep than listen to it. So
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. It's a time. It's something that can be good to go to bed on. So,
yeah.
all right. So Z's going with the center there, Christian Haynes. Up next is the Baltimore Ravens, and this is also an interesting predicament. Z and I both think that they're going to go offensive line,
Right.
and the Ravens are in a spot of they need it. They need some help there. They lost a couple guys. Um, Z right here with this pick. I have the Ravens taking Graham Barton out of Duke.
Mm.
The most boring name in the draft. Most boring name in the draft, Z, a boring pick, but they're going to take Graham Barton to replace one of those interior spots on their line. No Ben Cleveland.
See,
No freaking Macari. They need a long snapper.
yeah, the long snapper. George, I'm not even gonna say what the Steelers.
So Graham Barton, the Baltimore Ravens.
All right. Well,
Graham Barton, the Baltimore Ravens. Z.
all right. Not a bad pick. The Ravens are historically a team that goes best player available. The Ravens will never ever go by need. They never have. They never will. That's just not their philosophy. So, and I don't disagree with that philosophy because a couple years ago they didn't need a safety and they took Kyle Hamilton with their first pick in the first round.
Right.
So,
Right.
But now he's a starter for them, obviously. So, obviously, will the Ravens board be different than others? Most likely. But, and I think I'm weighing simply a 50-50 just between an offensive tackle and a wide receiver. The
Okay.
the flashy pick is Keon Coleman out of Florida State. Or the smart pick would be a guy like Tyler Gutton, I think it's pronounced,
Guyton, yeah.
or even Jordan Morgan out of Arizona.
Right.
Now, the thing is, am I going to sit here and say that I'm going to wait 3 hours for the Ravens to pick just for them to pick an offensive tackle?
Enjoy
Absolutely
Macari. Enjoy Macari.
And I think I
Enjoy
absolutely
Ben Cleveland. Enjoy Ben Cleveland.
I think I absolutely am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go a little different here, and I'm going to say that they do indeed take Jordan Morgan,
There you go.
offensive tackle from University of Arizona.
There you go. There you have it, everybody. Z is going to be waiting 3 hours for an offensive lineman.
and I'm gonna be so happy.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be thrilled.
Yeah.
All right, Z. Let's go on the Niners here as we start to wrap this up here. The 49ers, they need a little help on their line as well. Sure, they're pretty defensive studded, but especially with the guy in Trent Williams starting to get older, this is where I got Tyler Guyton from Oklahoma going. Z. Gonna learn from one of the best, and he'll probably end up being one of the better tackles in the league in a couple years.
I think that's a phenomenal pick. I really do.
Yep.
So I'll go Tyler Gutton as well to
There you go.
San Francisco.
All right, final pick of the draft: Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like they're one of these teams where
Bo
every
Nix.
time they're on the yeah. I feel like every time in the first round they just take some player you never heard of.
Right.
Pretty similar to the Lions.
Right.
Just a team that I see a player that I never heard of. So
Right.
I'm gonna think of somebody here. And honestly, I'm just not gonna overthink this. I'm gonna go. Fuck, screw it. I'm just gonna throw a stupid one out there. I'm gonna say TJ Tampa out of Iowa State. they traded L'Jarius
another
Sneed.
corner.
They trade L'Jarius Sneed.
Yep.
They need a quarterback. So yeah.
Yep.
Cornerback, sorry.
There you go. There you go, everybody. TJ Tampa to the Kansas City Chiefs. There you have it.
Enjoy that pick. Enjoy that pick.
All right. Well, yeah, enjoy that pick. Well, my pick here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Chiefs. They added Hollywood Brown, and they might be losing Rashee Rice because he's a freaking moron.
Behind bars.
Yep, behind bars. That all prison team is looking kind of nasty. But we're gonna go Kansas City Chiefs. Finish off with wide receiver Keon Coleman, Florida State.
It's a good pick.
And that is the first round of
it's good. It's a good pick.
My mock draft.
Yep. Congratulations, Em.
So Z and I finish up our 2024 NFL mock draft.
Yep.
And you guys can review real quick the results on my end.
Yep. Let's go ahead and see it, just so we can make sure we can screenshot it, so there are no lies to be found in a couple weeks.
Yep.
And that's what we're working with ends.
So right there, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. That is the mock draft. That is ends 1.0 2024 mock draft. Steel Dog, we appreciate you, man. Hopefully we'll see you in the draft party.
Yep. Bring your pizza.
So that is my mock draft. If you guys want to review it real quick. Yeah, the pizza and wondering where everybody's at and
ordering it
cold
way
pizza,
too early.
cold breadsticks. Yeah, just way too early. 3:30.
Way too early.
Mike, the draft at 6.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and just
God.
kind of looking at your board in the first round, there's not many things I disagree with. Again, there's going to be trades. And we've said it multiple times. We'll talk about that when we get there. But and I don't disagree with your list really that much. I think it's a solid list. I do.
I mean, I think you and I really have a lot of similarities. So if you want to share your Z real quick, you can, and we'll get the heck out of here.
Let me go ahead and share mine. If you guys want to see what the whole entire first round is going to look like. Because this is
this is spoiler, guys. So if you don't want the draft to be spoiled to you, don't look at Z's.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. And well,
George, we appreciate you.
Are you going to pull it up, or are you just going to sit there and just fucking wipe your ass like you do every single day?
That's right there.
Not sure why it's not showing. Not sure why it's not showing the last 3 picks.
Scroll down.
Well, what am I doing here? Hold on. Okay. All right. Does it show it? Does it show it now?
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So there's the last 3 picks.
Yep. Z, make sure you take a picture of this on your phone so you have it.
Yep, I'm going to. So yeah, that was it. That was our first round mock draft.
Yep. So that's mine and Z's first round mock draft. About an hour and a half in, as Z did his rant with the Arizona Coyotes, and obviously we knew this was going to take some time to do this, but Z and I do this every year. So this is our 1.0, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 1.0. We'll see how things change with trades and everything like that before the draft. But on Thursday night, April 25th, Z and I will be having a live draft showing here on YouTube on my channel, and you guys can feel free to come hang out, and we'll be enjoying the draft.
Yeah, and then I will put this on our Who Are These Guys channel, this whole video. So
yes, we will. So you guys can follow us right up there as you see it. Who Are These Guys? That is our podcast we do together, but we decided to go live here, talk with you guys. Z to make an appearance on this channel. And so we appreciate your support over at Who Are These Guys? So Z, anything else you want to say here before we log off?
Not much. Just appreciate being here, and we'll
see you guys. We're going to there. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for being a part of this show, being a part of your support, your comments, really sticking out here for the last hour and a half. So we thank you guys so much. We will see you guys for the draft, and have a good night.